Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's tutorial. We are going to be continuing from where we stopped last week on map composition. So there are a lot of things that you can do to make your map look to have some sense of aesthetic. It's not just map, but it has to be cartographically correct. But one thing with GI is that there are other things that you can incorporate into map. So maybe the first thing that I will start with is teaching us how to insert object and table. Then before we talk about adding a data frame to the map, if we're able to cover that today, because I don't want to be taking much time. We'll limit it to 30 minutes, 1 hour, as much as possible. So this is the map we did last week. We were able to insert to do spatial. We did a lot of things with this map of composition, how to add legend, not arrow, and also text, but we didn't do much of text, adding of text in the map. But there are a lot of things, like there are times that you want to write, maybe like you want to put a text around this place, you can do them, but I was able to write grassland last week. So in this mode, still map composition. Let me see, why is this scale not moving? Where's the map? Okay. Why is it not moving? Want to move? Okay. So like this map that we have now, we can actually add a picture, like you have picture of something, you want to add it up, or you have a text file, you want to show a graph or a table. I mean, you can do all of them. You can add them to the map. So that is one advantage of GIS, unlike the other static map. So now I'll start with adding an image. For instance, okay, I have a picture map of Nigeria. You can add it up to the map, like you want to tell people, or like for COVID-19, you know, they normally have pictures, stay home, stay in. So you want to just add something. So it could be any form of the picture. You still go to insert, just the way we did last week. If you go to insert, you will see a lot of things. I will also show you how to insert the date the map was produced, or the time. So you can add a lot of things to the map. So if you go to insert now, you come to object. You click object. You wait, it will open. You will. So let me move this. It will tell you what you want to add. It will show you what you want to add. Is it drawing? The Microsoft? Is it chart? Lot of things. What is it that you want to add? Which one did I choose? Supposed to choose did I choose object? What did I choose? Insert. Okay, picture, I mean. Yeah. Then I go to study area. I have Nigeria map. I click it. Click OK. You see it has inserted the map. You can see it here. Very small. You can hold the edge of the map and drag it to the desired to expand it to the desired size. You can place it anywhere you wish. Maybe let me extend this map, change the scale to 1 in 15,000, so that I'll have more space for my 1 in 15,000. Sorry, 1 in 25,000. So I can move this, I can palm this. I'll move this map up so that I'll have more space here. So take my select element, I'll move this now to anywhere that I want to. Even this legend, you can move it, you can reduce it. So you can put as many pictures as you want to. You can place it anywhere. It could be a logo of your company. If you have it as image, you can easily bring it into the map and embed it into it. So another thing I would like us to do, maybe you want to show summary of some things as in the map. You can also bring in Excel file. You still go to insert, you go to object, wait for it. So you choose what you want to bring, AutoCAD, Microsoft, but I am bringing an Excel worksheet. Click it. It will open a Excel worksheet. I don't know if you are seeing it. Are you seeing the Excel worksheet that you just opened now?
Yes.
Okay, so
you need to expand it, right?
yes, yeah. So this is, so it will open this Excel worksheet with the name of the file. You can see attribute join, that's the name of the file that I am using. So now I have my Excel open. I have one that I just copied just for this training. It's about country with their code and the population from 1960, 61 to 62. I just cut it up, so I will copy it now, paste it into this Excel that has just been opened. I will paste it. That is country. Country. Okay, let me just delete this middle column. Yeah. So this is it. So if you go back to the ARC GIS, you will discover that a small table here. Can you see it? Black table here. So if you change anything in the Excel, it will also change it here. So you have to be sure where you want it to be, because if you change anything, it will shrink the size again. So you have to go back. Okay, okay, it's like I don't want this. There's one empty cell. I don't want this. Let me go back to the Excel and delete that. Okay, because I deleted the middle row. So let me say save. Let me see if it will, because I'm just interested on this one. Sure, okay. Let me delete it and recopy and edit the data in the original Excel before bringing it here. So let me take it to the Excel that was open. Okay, because I've deleted it. So let me just go to insert again. Insert object. Excel. Okay. Paste it here. So I'll just highlight so it has appeared here. So you cannot expand it. Where do we put it? I don't like the background, but you can change it. Also increase the text if you want to. But let me just show you how to change the background. If you go to property, you right click, look at the frame, position. You want the frame to have a line around the frame. Do you want it to have a background? Because like this background that is showing is not showing the text well. Let's apply this and see how it was. So you can see it's not too visible, right? So you can choose different, you can okay. If you are not okay with that, you can still go back to your to your Excel sheet and increase the font size of your map. Let me see if I can adjust something here. Okay. You can easily adjust this one, but this frame too needs it to be adjusted. So it is either I change the paper size to make sure that this outer frame is still within my within my grid, because if I adjust it now, it will go beyond the distinct grid line would go beyond the frame. So this is how you can add text into your map. Let's choose a better background. Maybe let's use let's see, not too good. Black background will not work. Show everything as black. Anyway, should choose blue. Okay, one thing that you can do is that if you are not satisfied with what you are getting here, like the size, you can come back to the Excel, increase the font size. It will also change immediately. You can also make it bold. If you want the line to show, you can also work on the line. That is the Excel line. You can make all the line bold here. So if you make it bold, you will see that it will also change in the ARC GIS. Supposed to change. If you change it here, supposed to. Okay, which one am I doing? Oh, sorry, I am not working with the one from the GIS. It's gone. So let me open it here. So you have to double click to open it. But I was working with the original data. So let me make all the line bold. So, okay, so this is the main. So you can see it has gone back to what it was before, but now the text will be bigger. Okay, now let's change the color of the, let's use this cyan and see. Okay, so you can see, I think this one is more visible, right, than the other one. So you can do a lot of things. You can place it anywhere. You can put charts, a lot of things. So depending on where you want it, you can decide to like shrink the size of your main frame. You want this one, make it smaller, then you can find a place for it here. Let me see if I can change the paper size. Change layout. I think I'm working on A0. Okay, I can change the scale still to maybe 40,000, so that I have more space to put other stuff. Okay. With this scale now, I can adjust. No, it's like, let me use a. Okay, so I can adjust this map now. But from, yeah, okay, make more sense now. So if I want, I can reduce this one, then hold it, drag it up, take this one up a bit. I can decide to put my scale here if I want to, or just leave it out. So it all depends on how you want the map. You can leave your scale out here and leave this one here, and yep, put your, where's not, okay, the knot is here. Yeah, if you want to you can take your knot here or bring it in. It all depends on you. So you can bring your table here. You can reduce the size if you want to. So if you have other things, like you want to write something like tell people more about the map, you can put other pictures here and the rest. You can also adjust any scale. Just highlight, left click and hold and drag it, and it will move. So basically that is this. So in map there is no particular rule, but the main thing is that you have to know how to like balance your map legend and the rest. Once, maybe for instance, now you have produced this map, maybe let me just put this one here, and you want to also show the date that it was produced. There is a way that you can just put the date from GIS, from ARC GIS, instead of typing it. It will work with the date on the, okay, I can't easily change that because it's from the scale. Wanted to drag this one, make it a bit, okay, I'll just leave this one like that for now because I've already set the paper, so it is taking the frame, so I cannot adjust this one. I can only adjust this one, unless if I make it a landscape instead of portrait. But this is just for training. So normally it takes time for you to adjust to know how your map will look like. So let us insert another thing. Maybe you want to insert dynamic text. You want to insert date. You can click. Where's the date? It's quite tiny. So let me look for it. And because it is on this mode, where is the date? I inserted date is tiny, so that is the problem. You have to like know where it is first, then click it. Okay, I think I've seen it. Is it the one here? Is somewhere here. So you have to look out for it. So the first thing you do is to change the text to make it bigger so that you can see. So you go to change system. Maybe let's use 1 in 50. Let's use text size 50. Let me see. Apply. Okay, see it here now. So it took it out of the map. So you see, it has inserted the date. Today is 30th of August 2020. If you want to insert time, dynamic text, you can insert current time, username. You want to insert it, see it here. So the first thing you do, increase the font size so that you will see it very clearly before you do other editing. Yes, user honor. So you can edit it if you want to. Username, you can say David. Rest. So also you can put other text like produced by. Let's add text. You see it here to very tiny. But when you are adding text, it will bring an empty. Just type something so that you will see where it is. Look at it. So when you now when you type something, where is it? Okay. See it here. So when you right click, you go to property, you can type produced by, produced by, let's say Mr. AAU. Then make sure that you change the font size so that it will be big enough for you to see and make other amendments. Let me use 50. Okay, 50. So you can add this down or anywhere. So you can add other text as you wish. So the one that I want to show you now is how to add data frame. Know that time when you produce a map, you want to show a subset relative to a bigger size. Like now, if your study area, you are working in Nigeria now, and you're working in a particular state, you want to show that state as a big map, but you want to also indicate that this state is within Nigeria. So most times is when you are doing study area in your during your maybe undergraduate or MS or PhD, so you show your study area in relation to the main the whole region it could be Africa as a whole, but you show some, oh, this is my study area. Then it will now show a smaller map showing the location of the study area in the country or in the continent or in the world. So before you do that, you have to add another data frame. You know, we are dealing with a data frame, this one. So you have to add another one. So I will add the one, then I'll pick a district here. And I will now make this map smaller. So I'll use the same color for the new data frame and the location of the district in this BOSO map. So if you want to add another data frame, you go to Insert, you see here, data frame, you will click it. Then you see it has added new data frame. You can see that, and you can see here, it has brought in something here. So you can either make this one current. If you want to work in this data frame, you have to click it. You have to make it current. You have to click it. You see, if I open, if I click this one. So if I click this one, it means anything I do is for this one. But if I click this one, it means I'm working in this one. So now there are many ways to add to this data frame. Is either I go to add data, or what I will do is that since maybe I want to work, my study area is Boso West, this one. So I want to show Boso West in relation to the whole of the Mina district. One of the easiest way to do it, just to right click this one and say copy. Then I will come and highlight this one. Then right click and say paste layer. So instead of adding it, to just paste Boso West. You see Boso West has appeared in this data frame. So now my interest is to make this Boso West the main map, while I show that yes, Boso West, this is the map, but look at where it is located. So if I click this one now, I can actually adjust this map to make it smaller and make this one bigger as my study area. So, but I have to change the scale of this one because I've made it smaller. Let me remove all this stuff here. I think we're done with them for now. So I can reduce this scale to make it maybe 1 in 50,000. Let's see how it would feel. Okay. Yep. Let me bring it here, because this scale belongs to this one. I can even cover this one as a whole with this one inside. Let me see. So let me also make this one a large scale map, maybe 1 in 10,000. See, okay, maybe 15,000 will be better. Okay, so now this is, so you can now say map of Boso West in relation to Mina district map. This map now is Mina district. This one now is map of Boso West. Title. Where is it? Where's the title? The problem is that, okay, yeah. Title, I'll just make it Boso West. Sorry. Boso West. Map. Yes. So this is Boso West map. Let me remove this one. You can grid this one to just the way we grid the other one. So this one is for this one. So Boso West is your main study area. But you are showing Boso West in relation to all Mina districts. So if someone look, oh, this is Boso West, oh, this is where it is in the whole of Mina district. So you make sure you use the same color. Sometimes you can also use an arrow to indicate. Maybe here you will put an arrow, either 2 line here here, or you just put a line showing that yes, this one belongs to this one. You have done a study area map before, so you can add as many data frame as one, and you can also put grid for this one. So this one could be down, it could be up. The main thing that you will indicate that yes, this one is this, and see, yes. What do we add again? If you want to add line to it, you may have to create another shape file for line to like indicate, okay, this one is linked to this place. So you can change the color for each one of them. So you can write text, you can say Boso map in relation to Boso district map. This one too, you can reduce the size if you want to. We have 100, let me make it 70 or 50 should be okay. Let's say 50. 50, yeah, 50 should be okay. Or is it too small? Like 50 is too small. So as I said, we can add scale to this one. So let's add scale to this one also. Let's see inside. Let's put not arrow. Okay, yep. Cut it here. The not arrow here. Let us insert scale. Scale bar. You can see it on scale bar. And also even scale, you can insert text, scaled text. That is, you say 1 centimeter equal to so kilometer. Like for this one, it's telling you that 1 kilometer, where is it? Where did you, okay, see it here. Increase the frame, the font size, I mean. Okay, font. Okay, let me make it like 40. So you see it. So with this scale, if we measure 1 centimeter on the map, why is it giving 0 kilometer? Why? Okay. You may have to like indicate it yourself based on the scale that you are working with. What we are working with 15,000. So you can do that. Say 1 centimeter equal to 1 kilometer on the ground, to 1 centimeter on the map equals to so kilometer on the ground, and the rest of them. So we can also put grid for this particular data frame too, but the main thing that you have to click it, you have to make it current for the system to know that yes, this is the one that I am working with. This is the data frame that I am working with. So you can add another data frame. So we have 10 minutes left. I don't think there will be need for us to like add another time. Let's see if there's any question. So you can add a lot of things. This one, not picture, dynamic title, lot of things, graph. So any question? Think I will look at the tutorial again. I think the one that we're supposed to do now is land suitability analysis. I think we will be done with this. So that's why I have to look for the data that we will use, overlay operation and the rest. So I don't know if you have question, we'll have less than 10 minutes. I think we'll just work with this one for to this. So, but you can take time to rearrange your map the way you want it to be done. So explore it, do it. As I said before, that you can do your map, put it on the Facebook, we can critique, say, okay, you're supposed to do it this way, add this, make it more beautiful. So if you don't practice, you are likely to forget. So if you want to add line, you have to create another shape line for line and do editing to show, okay, this line, you know, study area. Or the best thing, when you take your map to Word, you can do that instead of here. It is much more easier then. So with this map now, if you want to print, our scale is 1 in 50,000, and we have set our paper to A0. So if you want to get the scale correct, you have to print it on A0. So you can go to File and go to what we call Export Map. There are many ways to do it. You can export it, or you do print preview. So you can export this thing as JPEG or as PDF. If you want to, this map as PDF, take it into your flash, just go and get A1 plotter, print it as A1. The scale will be correct. So if you want to do it on A4, you have to set your paper when you start the work early enough before you go out, because if you change the scale, everything will change, even the text will change. So you have to re-edit the text, because the way you are seeing it here, that is how it will work. And also one thing I wanted to show, what was it that I wanted to show? How to set a dynamic scale. Wanted to show that one, right? But you can also set the scale so that it will not change. It will be static, so it will not change, so that any work you do, you know that yes, you are doing a final work on your map. I can't remember the scale stuff. There's a place where you can set the scale, dynamic scale. Okay, any question before then? Yeah, hello, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so please, I was not here at the beginning of the class. If I want to make a request, how can I get the data to use for this particular lesson?
Okay, I can send me an email. I can send you mean for this particular one?
I mean, for everything, I need the material for the whole of the
Okay, you know what? Put it on the WhatsApp group. Someone will send you some data, and I can send you this too. But you can always download any data to use, just for you to understand the principle.
Yeah, sir, please, about the WhatsApp group, there are some of us that are not on the WhatsApp group. You know, earlier on we suggested that we should maybe move it to.
Okay, you know what? Put it on the Facebook with your email. I will send you some. Yes, okay, but you can. I will encourage you to like download so that you can give the try. So
yeah, although yes, I did. I didn't let someone has been using some, but I need data for this particular one.
Okay, yeah, I can send them to you. I can send them to you. So put it on the Facebook. Chat me. I can send it to your email.
Oh, okay, sir. I'll do that, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Any other question, contribution? So as I said, also the map, you can also do your page and print setup, but we are not doing that today. So you can, standard size is A4. Hello? So you can do, you can choose the printer, because my own printer is A4 now. So it has the size that it can choose is just A4. So you can actually do scale map element proportional to change in page. You can see, so you can say no, leave it like that. So let's say okay now and see how it will be. So you can do a lot of things. You can even do preview to see how. So you can see is A4 paper. So you see the only portion that it will show, because the printer is A4. So it will not work. So that's it. But if I had set my paper as A4, it will fit in. Is that okay? So you can either export it if you don't have the printer there and you are not sure of having the ARC GIS. In fact, it is better to export it so that when you go to another system and you bring it, some text may change. Just like in Microsoft Word, you know, sometimes when you take your document to another Word, it will scatter something. So instead that you go with your laptop or you export it, but I prefer exporting it. And sometimes until you print, you wouldn't know what you need to edit. You know, sometimes when you're working on, you wouldn't know until you print, you discover, oh, that this text didn't, or this color is not what I expect it to be. And this map too, this one here, I can actually move it inside here and make it smaller. Can you see? I can move this one here. So it all depends on your style. So you can move it here, reduce this thing, the scale of this one to like maybe 55,000. Yeah, you can make it maybe 70, let's say 60. Okay, it's like 60 doesn't want to work. Let us make it 70. Okay, let's make it 80. So you see, so with this one now you can even adjust your, this guy has gone up. Let me bring him back. So you can see, so you can change the paper size, change a lot of things. So with this one, you know that, yeah, this is like the key map that show, yeah, this is Boso, or this where Boso is. It could be map of Nigeria or anything. So you can deal away with this space. So you can just reduce the size of this map, make it landscape. Like if I change it to landscape now, since we're done, let's just play around. We have some few minutes left, 2 minutes left. Let me change the layout. Let me make it landscape now. You will see it will change. Some things will just go out. You see, it has turned to landscape. So you can see, so this one now become bigger because this one was the original map. So, but you can always play around with it to make one bigger, increase the scale of this one to make it maybe 15,000. Then you can always make this one smaller and bring it here. Make it 80,000. Let's say 75 rather. Yeah, so, or even 70, it all depend on the size that you want. So you see, so you can now put your legend. You can also expand this one to fit into this and increase the size. Make this one, you have more space. Yep, so we can make this one just 10,000. So you can play around with it. You can change the paper, change anything you want to. So your study area, if you put it in wall, you just draw one line here and one line here. This place is this. So, and if you want to go out of this mode, you come back to this data view. And it will just show you this one. But if you want to do map composition, you go back to layer view. We have less than 1 minute. Any question?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, my question is after the whole automation, after reducing and enlarging every feature in the